Face away. Countered. I found. Countered.
Can we have some CCs, please? We have only 2 CCs available.
Countered. Countered. Countered.
I must take and push some more.
Just try to get them back here so we don't have the robot.
Countered.
Another thing, you don't get line of sight between either side of this pillar, so if you want you can tank the robot just inside, you can't suck people in, basically.
Countered.
The wall seems to be imaginary.
Countered. Countered. Vampiric embrace. Face away. I found. Countered. Lay on hands. Countered. Revival. Countered.
I actually don't see the point having CCs if it's gonna be like this.
Live cocoon. Countered. 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 Countered.
The aim here isn't quite to top the DPS meters. The aim is to just kill this trash safely without too many deaths. We've no need for Necrotic Plague to be up on everything while they're still CC'd or whatever else, do you know. I'm deliberately not popping Star Surge so I can have Starfall up. Don't forget to trash back on the other side as well. Were they been tanked on top of the CC? I didn't even notice.
Well, right next to them, pretty much.
Yeah, very close.
Well,
It wasn't that close though. It's a, you know, it's something you can just skip on trying to do some AoE stuff.
Well, there's no point, is there? Just pull them back. It's not hard.
Vampiric Embrace. Tranquility.
be popping Heroism inside. Oh, you know, trash first actually.
Face it away.
I found. Countered. 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 Life cocoon. Countered. 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 Countered.
Pop it really quick. Amazing.
Switch tank.
Countered.
Switch tank. Switch tank.
Countered. 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 Countered.
We'll be resetting that to a shiny copy of Mythic there. not sure who was and wasn't here. I think our two trialists were here on the kill. So no, DNS wasn't actually. Just came along for Iskar afterwards. Basically, anyway, phase one, I'll stick down Max or someone else. Kind of, they want to keep talking. I'll keep talking. Let's see if there's enough for that. Yeah, second wave. Seems to be the only one I have anywhere. If you just change your radius for yourself, maybe, or whatever. We were using 2 on the first one though, wasn't it? And 2 on the second, and then we'd have them back up in order of later ones. Basically, anyway, I'll bet you want to just stick down Max if you don't mind, or most whoever. Basically, during phase 1, we move up half a mark each time. There'll be 5 marks. Or 5 positions as such. We move between each mark. The melee camp moves up when the range camp have to move up, type thing. And I'll just move them. But yeah, it's an easy fight. The melee will be on this side, this line here, the whole way up. The only times that you have to be very careful, and mainly aim this as Demius because everyone else might have been here. The only times you really have to be careful is the shadow caller spawn. It happens directly after someone gets targeted by an orb. It's pretty much the same time. We'll see a purple swirl come over the area. It could happen on range or it could happen on melee. So if it's on you, just move halfway up. The hunter will pick it up. If it seems to target one of you, you can stun it. It'll retarget someone else at the end of the stun then, and shouldn't be a problem. During this, you'll also get the fire line. If you're melee, try to always kite it to the left. It depends, I suppose, on what way you're facing, but it'll be towards this wall. Basically in the line from star to X or whatever. Doesn't matter if it's at the back of the room or slightly up, whatever, it doesn't make too much difference. Prison, same as on heroic and normal, and that's pretty much the end of phase 1. Phase 2, we are going directly to whichever side the red portal is at. We'll be popping the DPS ring with 10 seconds left on the Dominator spawning. Obviously, as soon as it spawns, it'll be dead 5 seconds later from air damage and the ringless damage exploding on him. Whoever's on the interrupt rotation, if anyone is, just be aware that if you're number 1, as soon as Dominator is dead, it's your job to interrupt that first one, the one that's still casting. Always be alert, and if it's not a tank or whoever it is, you're going to have to switch from the Dominator just in time. We can't afford extra casts going off, and it's probably the most important job in this whole fight. The Warlocks wanted to step up for ghosts, so we'll go with Red and Wildy, I guess, and the Marin Alamelich on the ghosts. Sub can stay on the caster at the same for any of the other ranged. That's our main part. I missed that sub.
Nothing.
But yeah, the caster ad we interrupted, make sure it gets in. The 2 DKs will probably have a rotation of pulling him in. And when we can't, just make sure to bring it in on top. During each Dominator spawn, there is also the changeover for the debuff, the aura debuff. Just be sure to be alert and move out quick as soon as it happens. Oh, actually we've no Jaggernaut, I didn't even know something now. Sub, do you want to do the second one of the Shadow Callers? We might even have one, I guess.
Yeah, I'll try. Yeah. Sure.
That should be pretty much it then. Yeah, the on top of that, the shadow caller, or it's the ranged ad, I think it's called shadow caller. That dot stacks as well, so it's better to keep interrupting it than to just leave it continually cast. There's now a whole heap of damage goes out in phase 2 other than the 3 people with the debuff, unless we screw up with ghosts or things like that, so we're just better off playing it safe. Do you have an interrupt rotation set up?
Yeah, Fear 1, Demos 2, Cast on 3, Fury, Sheena, and whichever tank is not in the thingy is back up. Backup, just go if you think the interrupt is not interrupting. Just don't wait for someone to call it.
Oh, actually on the kill I'm pretty sure that we went with 2 people, so if you wanted those backups to also do it, like whoever was the first one would do it with you, second one would do it with them, yes, and the third would do it with
sure.
Would do it with.
We can do it, definitely.
It's just safer. It's one of the most important mechanics in the fight. We can only get 7 of them into the construct before he turns back, so 3 of them are definitely going to happen on the first Dominator.
In that case, Fear and Sheena number 1, Demos and Fury 2, Cast on and whichever tank is available number 3. We will reset our interrupt rotation as soon as the Dominator is dead, so there's never any confusion. So basically, me and Sheena will always be the first interrupt after Dominator is killed.
If you're fixated by the ghosts, try and make sure that the path is through the fire.
As I mentioned, 4 people. It was Amara, the Warlock, Animalich, the Warlock, Red and Wildy. Those 4, if they are soaking the debuff or whatever, they'll be going towards the ghost. As in, everybody else with that debuff should be the opposite side, so that they have as much room to work with on their side. Don't be selfish and be aware when the portal changes happen, basically.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First orb in 4 seconds, that means we also have the first shadow crawler.
Watch your step.
He's up there, Stalker. Don't dot him up if possible. Ranged move left, we're already there except for 1 person.
Watch your step. Barrier. Healing tide. Lay on hands. Run out. Keep moving.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Iron bar.
1.
Watch your step. Charging. Move. Watch your step. Survival instinct.
I clipped that trying to get out of the flame.
That'll be a wipe. We have 2 down. It just happens that and that's the second soul stalker guy. But that's pretty much all of phase 1 then. Obviously he's going to transition roughly around that time, shortly after that second soul stalker spawns. Yeah, we were a bit bad about placing fire as a ranged group as well. Need to bring it more right if we can. Or, well, it'll always be right for us, but basically towards the entrance of the room. See this line red on the floor, the whole line. Anywhere up here is more than 40 yards away from, it's like 42 yards away from where we go anyway. So I should never get hit by my starfall. I can also remove the glyph, it doesn't make any difference to me.
Just give us a sec, guys. I've had to reload my UI to change a glyph.
Sub as well, I was saying it red, but see where I put the skull mark, that line on the floor the whole way across is 40 yards from us anyway. It isn't all that important, but if you can get it up there before the trap goes off. And preferably actually sub, if you can get it up to red's one before you trap it, that means that Alba will be able to trap the two of them together with the prison easy.
Just waiting for a while.
So I get it to the skull, right?
No.
Sigil.
He said he's fine, yeah. No, just up to wherever red has trapped his, basically. Close enough to.
Oh, okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think you've about 10 to 15 yards. Alba could trap in between the two of them if really needed, but. First orb, Shadow Stalker spawning on melee. Ranged, move left.
Watch your step.
5, 4,
Shield
3,
light.
2, 1.
Charging. Move.
Good.
Watch your step.
Check out.
Move bomb.
Barrier. Healing tide. Lay on hands.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, Fear had a
How
dot
about
on him, it
6
seems.
stacks?
Watch your step.
Prison. Unranged.
Om deras sak kan ha.
Survival instincts.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Yeah, red had been out with ad for far too long.
Run out.
Let's just wipe it there quickly.
Keep moving. Watch your
Or
step.
reset if Nijix is still blue.
Do you have someone assigned to the ring, by the way, or do you not
Oh,
use the DPS
we,
one?
yeah, we don't use it in phase 1. As soon as phase 2 happens, he transitions to soul. When there's 10 seconds or less, roughly 10 seconds left on the Dominator spawning, any of us will pop it. I'll pop it if I see it, generally. And we just make sure that we're on top of the Dominator to blow him up. As a little aside, I suppose, it mightn't make that much difference, but if we happen to have a Shadow Caller up when the Dominator is about to spawn, it's best to kill him off before the Dominator spawns so that the ring doesn't get split 3 ways rather than 2.
2, 1.
As soon as this orb is spawning, be very careful with the dots you place afterwards. Nothing can go from the boss onto that shadow crawler. This is the orb, that means the ad is spawning, it's on ranged move.
It's alright, I have the cliff now.
Alright.
5, 4,
Move dots.
2, 1.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
I'll continue with Amara.
5, 4,
Watch your step.
3, 2, 1.
Charging. Move.
I'll take it.
Watch your step.
Iron bark.
Bomb, move.
Spirit move. Survival instincts. Tranquility.
Yeah, let's reset if possible, Nijix.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Watch your step.
1.
Did you need some help with, well, both of you need some help with soaking the reverberating bows, sir?
Just a late cooldown use.
Cool.
I'll be fine. On my part, I'm not sure about Alba, because he seems to get 6 stack on his first one.
He'll, right, I suppose I'll let you in on a secret. Nijix soaks for you, so you don't get as many stacks as Alba does.
Yeah, no.
You didn't actually use any soaks on the kill anyway.
Huh. Nah, it's safer not to soak if you don't have something that can pretty much negate most of it like the monks do. But also, I suppose you can ask for a personal cooldown if you need, like, you know, there's heaps of them. Or we can set up that you get one specifically on each one, it doesn't matter. If that's what you need, it's fine.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First orb, first ghost and undress.
Watch your step.
5, 4,
Shield
3,
wall.
2, 1.
Charging.
Iron bark.
Move. Watch your step.
Bomb moves green.
Barrier. Healing
Move
wall.
further back. Come on.
Bomb.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your step.
Survival instincts.
Range move to the halfway mark. We've bomb soon actually, I suppose we can hold on.
Watch your step.
Bomb now.
Spirit move. Tranquility.
Add an undress move.
Shadowstalker.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Interrupt 1.
Counter. Time War.
Interrupt 2.
Counter.
They'll both be prisoned as soon as they're both
Interrupt
close.
3. Interrupt 1.
Sorry, I went too far.
Interrupt 2.
Revival.
Yeah. We'd miss interrupts before that point. This is a reset if possible. Doesn't overly matter if not. We do have 6 on the interrupts though. I'm kind of surprised that we had so
Third
many
cast
missed.
was missed, I believe.
Hmm.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First orb. Melee, move up ranged.
5, 4, 3,
Shield wall.
2, 1.
Iron
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Barrier. Human
Bomb.
fly. Smoke bomb.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your step.
Apologies. It might have been too close, wasn't it? Can someone stun it?
Survival.
I've just started them up now as well by accident.
Run out.
Can reset if possible.
Watch your step.
Live cocoon.
Just running skull.
Oh, strange. I don't think I was off of the line. I had set it to be skull being 42 yards from air marks, but
Run out. Keep moving.
it's my bad anyway though. I'll just remove the glyph, it doesn't make any difference at all.
Love you
I'm
too,
leaving.
caller.
I'm just quickly going to relieve myself. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Just what I'm waiting anyway. The only two interrupts that got off on Soul the attempt before, when we actually had Soul, Dimias got one and Fear got one. There wasn't any other interrupts. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 missed ones. Obviously that's how many that the construct takes anyway, but yeah.
Back. My apologies about that.
I'll come back.
Going.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Ghost move.
Watch your step.
Don't worry, Red. I can't possibly break it now, so you can trap him wherever you want.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Bomb soon.
Barrier. Smoke bomb. Healing
A little
time.
bit early, maybe.
Five, four,
Or did we even get a bomb?
2, 1.
Behind you, it was on
Watch
me.
your step.
Ah,
Charging. Move.
fell burst in 3. We can just stay here on that.
Survival instincts.
Watch your step.
Move.
Spirit link. Tranquility.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Add.
Watch your step.
I'll be standing in front of the head.
Interrupt one.
Countered.
Interrupt two.
Countered. Time warp.
Interrupt three.
Countered.
How about gifts? Doing good. Interrupts. Ghosts, make sure you have your line going through the boss if possible.
Interrupt three.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered. Countered.
Interrupt. AOE incoming. Interrupt. Interrupt. Interrupt.
Countered. Countered.
I'll need backup for mine, please, next.
Interrupt.
I didn't know you
Counter.
reset after a puck.
Interrupt one. Interrupt.
One missed just there, yeah.
Interrupt
Counter.
three.
Another missed. We're on 3 at the moment,
Vigilant.
so it'll be 1 now.
Countered.
Some are just cutting away from the fire.
Interrupt two.
Countered.
Can reset. It's going to be a wipe as soon as we get the next Dominator.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered.
AOE incoming. Interrupt.
He's going to stay there until the apocalypse is over.
I just continued after the APOC from the
Interrupt
count. I didn't know if you reset it after that one. The order,
Counter.
interrupt order, I mean.
Oh yeah, it
Did I
resets
throw
when the
back up then?
Dominator goes.
Yeah, I know you do it after the Dominator, but he was actually casting Apocalypse there. And then after APOC...
That's
I didn't
correct,
know
you
if wanted
continue
number
the
one, two,
order.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I did get on. Cool.
Watch your step.
But then we double interrupted that, both 1 and 2 got.
It dies fairly quickly out of the way, mind you, so I suppose it's not a big deal. Yeah, I probably should have called for an extra fire earlier, because there was some ghosts were sort of escaping the fire line. So it was a bit further to the right.
So it's about people not being in line. I'll put the fire line whenever I can. For me, sometimes the guys just go and then I don't have time to put in another fire line because new guys are spawning out so they can't touch them.
Can everybody hear Albalos okay? Because I can hardly hear him at all.
I can hear music, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
What'd you say?
So we're clear anyway with the interrupts. After Apocalypse, you'll continue on with number 2 if it was number 2 was next to be cast. Just he's basically talking about the fire lines anyway. He'll be putting down 2 of them kind of side by side towards the portal, I presume, not directly from the boss, but a little bit closer. Yeah, it's every single ranged melees and healer's job to make sure that their line is travelling through the boss or in a direct line to the boss, so that all them ghosts stay on top of the fire lines. It's not the responsibility of Albalos to make sure that there is fire covering the entire room to cover your being silly and not being where you should be. Oh, you already did one. Sorry. Caller on, or stalker on.
I can't even explain this.
Stunned that, but I.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Bomb. Move.
Barrier. Human time. Bomb.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your step. Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Bomb move. It's fine if you want.
Wildy, can you take my place?
Add.
5, 4, 3,
Watch your step.
1.
Hmm. Was so blocked out, was it?
Watch your step.
Iron hands.
Do you want to reset it again?
Oh, if possible, yeah. Sorry, I would have thought that you were already on the way. I could see him moving.
2, 1.
Yeah, I just had to wait until he landed.
Someone interrupt.
It didn't matter. It's resetting.
I suppose the interrupts though do mean that he'll actually move rather than stand there. Yeah, what happened, Sub? Oh yeah, I was about to say, basically in that situation, there's no need for us to continue. Well, we can continue up to purple. The tank at that point anyway can move back from the nipple mark to halfway to the star mark. If you got unlucky with prison.
Dead.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just gonna make that clear, I guess. That's why I didn't bother saying it, was that you did do it. Can we get a summoning stone for sub?
Sorry about that.
You're grand. What happened? You hit Hearthstone or something?
Yeah, stupid. I have some latency issues. If it continues the next try, you can replace me.
That's a shame.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Should have caught our stalker on melee.
Watch your step.
Ranged, move across, give him room.
5, 4, 3,
Shield wall.
2, 1.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Bomb, move to green.
Healing turret. Smoke bomb. Rallying cry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your step.
Move prison.
Survival instinct. Vigilance.
Fire line soon.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Move bomb.
Spirit move. Iron bark. Tranquility. Last stand.
Add shortly. Or bend add on ranged.
Watch your step.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Interrupt 1.
Countered. Time ward.
Interrupt 2.
Countered.
Interrupt 3.
Countered.
Interrupt 1.
Countered.
Good.
Interrupt 2.
Countered.
Interrupt 3.
Countered.
Interrupt 1.
Countered. Countered.
AOE incoming. Interrupt.
Demo's taking next interrupt after this.
Life cocoon.
Interrupt 2.
Countered.
Interrupt 3.
Countered. Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Ranged interrupts on the shadow corners.
Countered. Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt 3.
Countered.
AOE incoming.
Someone take over one.
Interrupt.
I'll do the next after.
Countered.
When's the portal change? Shortly, isn't it?
Countered. Countered. Countered.
Next bottle at 14.
Interrupt.
Countered. Countered. Countered.
I'm gonna move.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Move quickly.
Interrupt 3.
Countered.
Interrupt 1.
Does not look.
Interrupt 2.
Countered.
AOE incoming.
Countered. Vitamins. Icebound. Life.
Can we reset it?
Can we get another fire on the portal if possible?
Healing tide.
It's on cooldown.
Interrupt 3.
Countered.
Yes,
no, we can't reset.
just the
We've got to
total
replace
doesn't
the
matter.
transcendence.
Yeah, it's fine. You can just die anyway. There's no way coming back from it. But yeah, that's extremely close to a kill, so just and not screwing up at the end. What happened? I guess both of them didn't get trapped at once or something. Yeah, possible.
And just be careful if you have that mark and you're standing out. If you're a little bit further away from the boss and you're on ads, you can't just run and say I'm going to get in range of the boss no matter what. You go and put a circle on someone else that's got a circle, you're just going to kill them.
The two of them can overlap, you just can't have the and outside of the circle touching off the person, of course. But yeah, look, if you're not one of the four mentioned, as in, I'll say again, Wildy, Red, Mara and Elmenach, you should be on the opposite side of the boss so that you make sure that your ghost is going to travel in a straight line from the portal to the boss and then to you. Yeah, if that means you're standing 35 yards away from the boss, so be it. You know, it doesn't make any difference. Your only job throughout the whole fight is to make sure that the shadow callers die.
And souls.
Oh no, I mean aside from the 4V that I had mentioned.
That's only usually required when the portal is next to us, so there's not enough space for people to stand on the same side. But as long as it's safe, really.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Regarding the grips, don't overly worry about it. If you're interrupting, forget about it. If you're next in line for interrupt or whatever, just well, you're you're well off it. Move.
Watch your step.
5, 4,
Shield wall.
3, 2, 1.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Move.
Barrier. Smoke bomb. Healing tide.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your step.
We're moving soon actually.
Charging. Move.
Fire first.
Watch your step.
Survival instinct.
Move now.
Spirit mode. Tranquility.
Boss still in fire, doesn't overly matter, he's just about finished I guess.
5, 4, 3,
Watch your step.
Mind the stalker. Move over to purple.
Watch the middle.
We're crossing over, are we? No, it hasn't spawned yet.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
You can trap them.
Good timing on that.
Dominator smacked me in the face.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt.
Fury, you did 4.5 million to that Dominator.
Interrupt. Interrupt. Interrupt.
Need more for have it.
AOE incoming. Interrupt. Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
We'll be thankful we didn't get a gift, alright?
Interrupt 3. Interrupt. 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 AOE incoming. Interrupt. Interrupt.
So back to 1 again.
Interrupt.
Power change in 15.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
I would have stopped doing it.
Just on the off chance you need to.
Stampeding roar.
Just a second.
Interrupt
Enter
1.
Second potions.
Interrupt 2.
Countered.
Interrupt 3.
Dominator, 1 second.
I took that one. I was going through, so someone get the next one.
AOE incoming. Spread.
Vampiric embrace. Live cocoon.
Need to make sure we get every single interrupt from here.
Someone take one.
Countered.
Yeah, I got it.
Iron bark.
Interrupt 2.
Countered.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
We get every interrupt, this should be a kill, so make sure that that's your top priority.
Interrupt. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 1.
Missed one. Interrupt 1 it seems.
That was number 3. No, that was 3.
So 1.
TBM claimed it was 1, but it could have been actually 3, yeah. It could have been timing it afterwards. Can cancel the mass res if someone has one up. We don't need it.
Sub 20 anyway.
I know that it's easy to say any DPS can interrupt there, but there are 2 people assigned to every single one. There is absolutely no reason why anyone would assume that the other person is going to interrupt. Every single time that the number 1 interrupt is happening, the 2 people assigned to that both interrupt. Same goes for the second one and the third one. There is absolutely no reason at all why both would miss. You know, it's a mechanic that most guilds will go with one person interrupting, and you just need to see it as being your utmost importance to make sure that that goes off every time. They have a backup. There's 2 on each one. The ranged are generally just interrupting the shadow callers, the casters. No. Oh no, I mean misses and
Well, you only have
forget, like, brain fart. Just
you only have like 50% from the concentration on the interrupts for me though.
why? Just out of interest.
Picking up the ads on him.
Don't need to interrupt them though. We can.
5, 4,
No, I'm not using the interrupt on them. Just on him.
1.
Move.
Watch your step.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Move. Bomb.
Barrier. Gaining time. Smoke bomb. Life cocoon.
5, 4, 3,
Ice
2,
Watch your step.
Move. Prison. Cash. 2 cash. Kill prison.
Powerful instincts.
Nah, never mind. Reset if possible.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Bomb. Use parcels.
Spirit tranquility. Clear hands.
Well, it's not worth to reset it now.
Watch your step.
No. Just dying for or whatever.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Oh, sorry. Release.
I'd assume that was latency again was a sub. You're grand. Just tell her to limit the upload speed. Download shouldn't matter that much to you.
She's stubborn to do that.
Go in and tinker your settings that the max upload is like 1/20th of your speed or something.
Well, from my experience, it doesn't really help. You need to shut it down completely.
Mm.
At least in my household.
Please.
Will you do the second shadow crawler guy? Just make sure you have the glyph in for your trap to remove fear's dots. take that as a yes, will they?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch your step.
Should a stalker
Add
move?
stunned.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Charging, move. Watch your step.
Move, bomb.
Barrier being
Alba?
applied. Rallying cry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your step.
Move up a bit.
Charging, move. Watch your step.
Bomb, move.
Survival instincts. Spirit link. Bomb. Tranquility.
Fire line soon. Prison first, then fire line.
Watch your step.
Stalker. Wildy, can you get him? You have him.
Watch the ad.
Interrupt 1.
Yeah.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Reset if you can. Yeah, I know that that's timing as such, but it's something we can control a bit better maybe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wildy, I know it's your first time doing it now. I think, from what I understand at least, that they basically stand very close. As soon as it starts casting, then you disengage type thing.
Yes, it's the only problem was is it was behind the fire, which made it kind of tricky.
But yeah, you were there on time and all that, so no doubt that you can do it. Oh yeah, you could deterrence over the fire, but I don't know, will you still get the slow? Suppose just don't need to worry about anything other than surviving really. The deterrence is probably best. No, actually you're the second one, so you don't need to worry about the fell bombs.
I wasn't sure if I had to wait for the cast to end and the fixate to be on me, or if I could disengage when it was casting, but Red's giving me the tips.
Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run out. Keep moving.
Add move.
Watch your step.
5, 4, 3,
Shield wall.
2, 1.
Charging, move. Watch your step.
Bomb move.
Barrier. Smoke bomb.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your step.
Prison.
Charging, move.
We'll stay without Kim for... Ah, never mind. Reset, I guess. No, we can't. You've
Watch
just
your
died.
step.
Down fire. Don't know, it was strange. I saw some sort of warning appear over the range group, but Amara the mage had already blinked out with their orb. I'm not 100% sure what happened there.
You have to wait until it blows up.
Charging. Move.
Yeah, but I think Amara had Fell Blaze charge.
Well, I'd imagine he used alter time. I guess. Was it Amara?
The orb movement is delayed.
Yeah. It kind of, like, I suppose to describe how it works, it travels towards someone and it'll continue to where they were until about 3 seconds after it spawns. We've just put enough distance there to have it travel back before it hits the range group, really. Yeah, just, it'll be as quick releasing. Yeah, we'll actually just know that it's up there.
You're joking, right? I'm still running back.
Don't you have aspect of the pack? Or whatever. Or did you have to go relieve yourself again?
No, I had to get my mount. I had my weapon up telling me it was knackered, so I used my repair.
Ah, deuce.
Yeah, Jeeves, if possible.
See, there you go. Now someone asked for Jeeves. That's why I stopped and used my mount, so I wouldn't have to do that.
Red saying basically that I had the Verger weapon. Anyway, break in 11 minutes. There's no reason not to have this dead before then, so bit of concentration. Phase 1 is easy, phase 2 is literally interrupts and killing Diads. How easy could it get?
Still missed it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch your step.
Shadow Stalker. Give it room.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Bomb. Oh, let's reset altogether if possible.
Ah, I'd missed that. Tank dies, I die. Good old days.
3, 2, 1.
Watch your step.
I was going to say Mara, but yeah.
Really?
Watch your step.
Stalker move.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Bomb.
Iron barrier. Beginning time. Round 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your step. Charging. Move.
Range move up. We have the tanks have to move up a bit more. Bomb.
Tranquility.
Add soon on melee.
Life cocoon.
Watch your step.
Beware of the ad coming through.
Interrupt 1.
Countered.
Interrupt 2.
Countered.
Interrupt 3.
Countered.
Well, the one... What?
Well, trapper, will it? Next to mine.
Yeah, I tried to. The trap's down.
Three doesn't have backup.
It's not trapping.
Can we get another fire, please?
Can someone stun?
1 sec.
Interrupt 1.
Countered.
Ah,
AOE incoming.
What?
Yeah, I can decide if possible, yeah.
Countered.
Did you trap mine instead?
say that again?
Did you try a trap on my ad instead? At the trap?
What, you think I re-trapped your one?
I'm asking you, yeah, did that happen?
Well, Red's one was still trapped anyway when I looked up, yeah.
It was, I know. I dropped my trap just beside yours, just a little bit to the blue side of it, and ran it right across it, and it didn't trap. I then disengaged and sped round it, and then did a figure of 8 and came back, dropped another trap, and it ran right over the trap and didn't get trapped again.
Diminishing returns.
It's cool anyway. It's still your first attempts having to do it, so don't overly worry about it.
Hey, just hang on a sec. Yeah, that's what it is. I think it must have had dots on it, and I've not got the glyph of solace on. I didn't realise.
2, 1. Run out. Keep moving.
Move, add.
Watch your step.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Move.
Barely in time. Smoke bomb.
Run out.
5, 4,
Keep moving.
3, 2, 1.
Watch your step.
Move, prison.
Survival instincts.
Kill
Charging.
prison.
Move. Watch your step.
Move, bomb.
Tranquility. Last stand.
Second add on melee.
Watch your step.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stay out of the line of the stalker. He's going through the middle.
Interrupt 1.
Countered. Time war.
Interrupt 2.
Countered. Iron bar.
Interrupt 3.
Countered.
Interrupt 1. Spread. Interrupt 2.
Can reset it if you want, Ajax. There's no
Interrupt
point.
three.
We're after losing too many interrupts and losing DPS.
Interrupt 1.
Countered.
Interrupt 2. AOE incoming.
Any chance of getting a roar when we're moving into the portal, please? I had my, I think someone else did get my backup got the interrupt, but I had no speed boost up at that point.
Yeah, sure.
So I wouldn't be in range of. Thanks.
Not sure if he used it for that first one. We'll have it up for the second, but I'll definitely use it on the first anyway. And I'll ask Maeve to use it on the second if, or Alba can use it. Sure, I suppose he's going to be moving anyway on the first one. So, no, he's not actually going to be moving. He's going to be going getting the robot, but he's not going to be of use for a roar for the next few
No,
minutes.
that's not a make or break. I'll save the speed boost. I'll do something else if I need a boost or anything. Just to be safe. Thanks anyway.
Oh no, Alba do it, I'm sure. I'll say it to him when break's over. Be the last thing he does before he picks up the construct, basically.
1.
And I'm gonna let you feet and stick down a portal, a ritual of laziness, if you don't mind.
Let's do that. I'm running up.
Mainly I'm at kill. It is 1, 2, 3. Could have just asked for a summon, please. 1, 2, 3 just seems like silly.
Like 3
Amara has left the
characters
server.
less.
Good thing I didn't actually type it out then. That's good. I wrote
All
the
that
word
time you've
same.
saved.
No, I didn't. I just said same. I actually wrote out the full word, and I'm here. So thanks for the summon. No cheat kick required. Cool.
Will I leave sub to the second stalker then? Are you happy doing it?
You can do it, yeah. Get a sub to do it. Or I'll do it. I mean, it's up to you. I've sorted the problem. It was just stupid. When you change the glyph, it automatically disengages the trap launcher. And I forgot. So I dropped my trap in the middle
Yeah,
of
it
nowhere. I
happened
had to
to
wait.
me too.
Yeah, I had to wait 25 seconds before it would come off cooldown again. Okay, well, if you do it sub, I can always help out with a trap if you want me to.
And since we won't have Amara Warlock, that leaves us Animelich and the 3 hunters. For ghosts, I'll certainly switch.
Growl, I'm not using my pet.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
I know.
I'll certainly switch back into Trinket if you find you don't have enough between the 4 of you, but it should be fine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First orb, first shadow stalker, move up.
Watch your step.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Charging, move. Watch your step.
Move, bomb.
Failure. Smoke on. Healing tide.
It's adjusted, Dava.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your step.
Move prison. There's no excuse to get caught in that. Like, nah, just reset it, Nijix, if you don't mind.
Watch your step.
To be honest, we're making too many silly mistakes here that we shouldn't be using use
That's
persons.
twice in a row now. That's like a heroic fail.
Watch your step.
In fact, it's a normal fail.
Like, honestly, people, I don't know what, like, I get that you think you can finish a cast or whatever, but we don't need the cast finished. We're going to get phase 2 anyway. It's going to happen, you know. In fact, I could probably not DPS the whole way through phase 1 and we'll still get nearly as quick as we do. just move. You see a big green circle under your feet. You have just over enough time to move out of it. You don't have time to finish a cast. Move. But yeah, honestly, there's no need for anyone to be getting hit by a mechanic that we've been dealing with since normal. In fact, I don't think that we ended up with as many people getting hit by it as on normal. While we were doing normal, sorry. Ready, check.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Move, add.
Watch your step.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Charging.
Charge, followed by bomb.
Watch your step.
Move.
Iron bark barrier.
Prison, or charge. Yeah, prison first.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your
Prison. Charge, shortly.
Survival enemies.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Move. Bomb. Second add, shortly. On melee.
Watch your step.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Interrupt 1.
Countered. Time ward.
Interrupt
Countered.
2. Interrupt 3.
Countered.
Interrupt 1.
Countered.
Spread.
Countered.
Someone needs to back up. Back up to.
Interrupt 1.
Countered.
This will be number 3.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered.
AOE incoming.
Back to one after APOC, guys.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered. Countered.
Interrupt. Interrupt. Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered. Countered.
Interrupt. Interrupt. AOE incoming. Interrupt.
Start at 2.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt. Interrupt. Interrupt 2.
Countered.
Interrupt 3.
Countered.
Power
Interrupt.
change in 15.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Will change possibly shortly.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt 1.
Yeah,
Second
that's good.
potions.
AOE incoming.
Rallying cry. Healing time.
Oh, missed a bit.
Barrier.
Spread.
What? What ends the town walk?
Team will sit down, make sure you cover the second thrust.
Countered.
So
There's one mad loop.
Yeah, you can deter it.
Interrupt 3.
Countered.
Interrupt 1.
There's a shadow caller out there. We can't get.
Interrupt 2.
Countered. Countered.
These ghosts are all mixed up with the prisons. There's literally no chance. No big deal.
Yeah, you can reset if possible. You can need a lot of healing though. Yeah, backup's happening at the moment as well. Possibly, yeah, actually. Nah, sorry. But I was saw one healer down and my bad. I just saw ghosts coming all over the place first, so I presumed that we were after screwing up enough that it was going to be bad. I popped it there. He was after getting all the damage. Didn't he didn't die from it, so it was on time. Does mean that you get executes quicker, I suppose. Though we were running across from one side to the other.
Did everybody get out onto the ads? Because I did stay. I ignored the boss and I went after the souls. But I tried to trap them and everything else, and I don't know if there was anybody else on them.
And Melich seems to have anyway. He was doing twice and 3 times as much.
On which set?
Just after the changeover when we went to the new portal.
Well, I was on the Dominate at first because it was still alive when there were souls coming in, but the thing is there were prisons in the path, so they just got... I don't know, do they have to... Do they get trapped by proc in the prison, or is just the crystal just root them?
If they're within 15 yards of the prison, they'll also get prisoned when the prison procs, but they can proc it, I guess, if there's one down that hasn't been procced.
If they run past the crystals, do they just... They don't
Oh, they won't get trapped, no. They'll only get trapped if they're within the 15 yards when it procs.
So if that happens again, try just to go straight onto the souls.
Yeah,
That's
just do as
I
you
probably
normally
could
do.
have stunned them and stopped them from getting that far.
I may be wrong, it seems. I'm not 100% sure though. Pretty sure that's how it worked.
2. 1.
Add on melee. Move.
Watch your step.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Bomb. Move.
Healing tide.
5, 4,
Watch your step.
3, 2, 1.
Prison and melee.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
Bomb. Second orb and add. Ranged.
5, 4, 3,
Watch your step.
1.
Interrupt 1.
Countered.
To the other side.
Interrupt 2.
Countered.
Interrupt 3.
I'm slightly slow on the ring, but should be fine.
Interrupt 1. Spread.
Countered.
I need backup on number 2 for me.
Countered.
It's number 3 now. She'd can you do number 1?
Interrupt.
Countered.
Those prisons. Alba, can you tell us when you're going to be prisoning, yeah?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Forgot.
AOE incoming.
You just leave it there.
Still a ghost, that ghost blue opening.
The prison now.
Interrupt.
Number 3 will be next.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Countered.
Prisoning now.
Interrupt.
Countered. Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered. Countered. Countered.
Interrupt.
We get more focus on getting the shadow colors down.
Countered.
Prison.
Interrupt. Interrupt. Interrupt 3.
Countered.
Interrupt. AOE incoming.
Number 1 will be.
Interrupt.
Use personals.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Prison now.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Countered. Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Prison now.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Portal.
Did portal, yeah.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Countered.
Oh, it's the same.
Charge.
Countered.
Charge.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Countered.
Interrupt
Kill
3.
that shadow color.
Go for the
Other
trim.
side.
AOE incoming.
Barrier. Human tide. Vampiric embrace. Revival.
Need it down quick. Good. Back on interrupts 1.
Interrupt 1.
Countered.
Interrupt 2.
Countered.
You can charge now, Alba.
Interrupt 3.
Countered.
Just a sec.
Interrupt 1.
Countered.
Does seem that they still get trapped as they walk through.
Interrupt 2.
Countered. Heroes.
No. He didn't.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt. AOE incoming. Interrupt.
Next interrupt will be number 2.
Countered.
Interrupt 2.
Countered.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Countered.
Interrupt.
Rallying sound.
Can we get a range interrupt on the shadow color?
Kill the boss.
Interrupt.
Countered.
Nicely done, peeps.
Easy. I like coin goals.
Protector gloves.
I've rolled a coin on pretty much every mythic boss here, I think, bar one that I've been with you guys, and I've got gold throughout.
You should get loot if you coin fight.
Yeah, I skipped it on Iron Reaver, and I sat out for Corfine and Kilrock, yeah.
I've still got 9 coins to spend.
Yeah, I've got 9 and I can still buy another 10 this week. But just no luck at all.
Congrats, Nijix and Sheena. A one-handed intellect sword.
Warforged.
Oh, Warforged, yeah. Three, two, one. Grats and a village. Strength cloak with socket. Three, two, one. That's Grat's Fear. A cloak with spirit.
Live cocoon.
Three, two, one. Grat's Maeve. Male wrist. Three, two. Oh. And that is Grat's red.
Thanks for the house song.
Start saying please. Standing here, please. Standing here, please.
You're a little low, but Elblas is saying stand on me, please. That seems most of my FTC if that's what you were asking for.
I will pull the outside.
Is Archimon dropping off it?
Oh, sorry, I meant hands, gloves. Anyway, you'll pull the ad down, as in mech bearish, or the scorchers.
Every time, man. Every time.
You did well at it last time.
Can we get 3 banish? Or traps? Well,
Banishes, we only have one of.
Your bearers are getting spanked.
Healing tide. Life cocoon.
You should try wearing armor.
He likes leather, but not necessarily armor.
Last stand.
Well, see what happens when you tank naked.
So we're killing the scorchers first, isn't it?
yeah. Yep.
That means mech barash should not be dead, of course. I know he's 13%, but just be careful with him. He buffs the rest of them anyway when he dies.
I have to stagger the kills so I don't kill at the same time. What the fuck just happened?
Someone knocked back.
Probably hunter trap, no?
Banish drop now, kill.
It's our way of getting our own back. Every time we drag out our trinket.
Can you re-banish him to get rid of it? No, it's still on.
Just try to top it low. If you don't jump, you die.
That wasn't.
Healing tide. Smoke bomb.
Right. I presume a lot were here. Everything should be read up from the forums, but basically this fight is almost the exact same as Heroic. I'm gonna hope that these are in a line. I'll go up closer to the boss at the end and see. So a few minor changes anyway from what we had discussed the last night. Basically, you don't need to be targeting any direction, facing any direction for your seeds to still go off in a correct pattern. Don't overly worry about turning around or being facing into a corner or anything like that. It makes absolutely no difference. Your DBM or bigwigs or whatever will tell you when you have seed. You should be prepared for when it is going to happen anyway. You literally only have 3 seconds to get from where we are up to your assigned mark, so make sure that you have a way of knowing what mark you have. There is a weak order that was posted on the forums. If people don't have it, you should have already had it, or if you don't, make sure you know what mark you are. Again, I suppose a few other points to make clear. The pattern of giving the marks out is done alphabetical from left to right, so Dorai will always be on the left, Wildy will always be on the far right. I have to set up 2 more groups for the Fel fishers, but basically the first group will consist of whichever tank is going in, soaking one of the fishers and 3 DPS. The second group will consist... No, hang on, I have MRN twice. Anyway, yes, the second group will consist of just the 4 DPS, so that tank doesn't need to do it. We have fort immunity basically for that one, so it's fine. You don't have to soak the fisher, I mean. The ranged and healers will all be stacked up on the right hand side. I'll put down a mark now. Anywhere here, basically the whole idea is that we all stack into one place when he does the Fel poop from his arse. You should all target the one area, and whichever mage isn't between... Oh, where's the Mara back again? On that list, sorry, I'll change it. Basically, anyway, the oh yeah, Alba, the whichever tank isn't going into the first one doesn't need to soak. So whichever tank is going in on the first one needs to soak. Basically, I've done it kind of, yeah. What else? I have to set up groups for the ones after it anyway.
Do you, just for my clarification, do you want the immunity groups going in, is it that they alternate? Or is it the
no.
in once and then you have a second immunity group and then that's it?
Basically, Adora Red, Dimias, and whichever tank will soak the first fishers, and those 4 will all be on top of the tank, well 3 in the tank. When his decapitation is about to happen, I think it's Soul Cleave is the name of it.
Soul Cleave, yeah.
Yeah. Then, right, basically then after that point, like you go up to where the star mark is, you go into the far corner there. I could mark an area if you really want.
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of know.
No, that's fine, I know.
The tank will be 10 yards down from that. The second fishes that spawn, then it'll be just the 4 DPS marked, Katar and Amara, sub Wildy, and the same story, they'll go to the right hand side up by the moon mark into that corner there. The tank will be just before it. Those that aren't familiar with the fight, shame on you, but basically that second group will have orbs or waves coming from the DPS that had gone in the first one, and will also have a what's the priest ability called? Yeah, that circle anyway that comes out from priests. We'll have that pretty much coming from where the tank had soaked there. So you'll have to jump over 2 waves, avoid some waves, and that's pretty much it. After that point, I'll have 3 other soaking fisher groups, but they will not be going in with the tanks. So it's only the first 2 will go in with the tanks. After that point, we're relying on killing him quick enough that we don't need more people to be cleaned, basically.
Yeah, I thought looking at the actual video, they actually said, I think you did 3 or 4 soaks, and then basically they just left the tanks going in on their own.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying, but we're doing with 2, which is perfectly viable as well. So it'll only be the first 2 that'll be going in with the tanks. But if it's a major problem, we can go with more, of course.
The immunity groups, 3 in group 1, 4 in group 2?
We don't have more than 7, so yes. But 3 is fine, it'll be a tank soaking it with you. It'll just mean 1 less person clean later on. Actually, I meant to put melee into that tree, so I'm going to change it. Yeah, I know I have 2 healers and 2 melee on this 4th one, but I don't think I've too much choice other than all our soakers seem to be right. I'll just go with something anyway, doesn't matter, I guess. Mage for Evanescence, or whatever it's called. It doesn't matter, Dora, Catherine, whichever you really want to do it. What I was going to suggest though was that one of you would do it until the first one, so that would be Adora, until Adora comes out of the portal thing, and then it's just Adora for the rest of it, basically. We will have them, but I'm not 100% sure the timing of it. I know it's 2.5 minutes after you do it, but this literally is a 4-minute fight. Or can be a 4-minute fight. Just to be clear, since there's a few questions going on different channels, the people that soak after the first 2 groups will not be clearing your debuff when you get the debuff. You will continue to have that debuff for the rest of the fight, so you will be a pillar. You need to avoid all waves, and how that's going to happen is that we're all grouped on Skull. The boss will be say on the blue square. if it's coming from his arse, from the soul cleave thing, move back. Those that are clean will be in front of you, and we will also have a mage there. Don't overly worry, the mage should get it, but make sure that you're clear of the skull mark anyway, on the off chance that it does reach you. During the seeds, they will be coming down from the 5 marked areas. They come down in a straight line from where they are, so just avoid them, stand in between the lines. If you're clean, which all of our soaker groups will be, say, at that point you get a debuff saying that you can't soak a fissure, but you're still not a pillar, so you can soak these waves, basically those 7 people. So Demios will always get the one that's coming down for the blue mark, for example, if we have a pillar there, or the star mark if we have a pillar there, and the ranged groups will be taking the ones here. Of those that are in the front, Catherine will take the middle line coming down, so the one from purple, and we should be fine. There should be enough range to take the outside parts as well. Tanks can soak fissures, of course, and it'll be which tank is soaking the first fissure? Yeah, cool. Well, Hamost will be free to soak later if needed or whatever. So will Alba actually at that point again. But yeah. Actually, I can just put in people here. Might be easier. I'm just sticking ye on the sub and red I've added to the 5th one, just on the off chance that you're clear at that point. All ranged and healers onto the skull mark, please. Melee, you might as well head for the blue straight away. Tank Albatek, yeah, cool. Still missing one at the back corner of the room at the star mark.
That's the wrong one, Deimos. Not that one.
No, sorry.
I should have explained. Basically, we're looking to leave whichever one is closest to the gate that has just come up after the fight started. It's fine. Should have been people inside. Red's the only one that got in.
Yeah, we should stand here, not there.
Stand still, will you? Alba, we stand on top of each other, yeah?
No.
Before we explode.
No, you don't stand on the top.
Well, we're all going to be immune anyway, so.
No, but Alba won't be.
He's a big boy, he can take it.
He can with you. But if it had been the 4 people, he would have been one shot. If you can reset anyway, Ajax.
Alright, look, I watched Raze's stream of this, and they all ran to the same spot with the tank, and they all stood on top of each other, and the tank didn't die.
Alright.
It just means that all the waves are coming from the same point. So it's basically as if one person is in there instead of having 4.
Was it a monk tank, perhaps?
Probably was a monk,
yeah. Diffuse magic alone. Oh well, the paladin's a immune person as well, so that's probably others. And then, basically, anyway, the DPS, well, everything except for the tank goes up to enter the corner, and the tank will go the 10 yards away from it, unless they also have immunity, which we don't. So, but yeah. Demios and anyone else, there are 6 different patterns for the fissures. Every single one of them has a fissure along this wall. One of the patterns has 2 fissures either side where I'm going between, and in that case we will leave the fissure that is closest to current fissure or current pillar. How we do it is there are 5, we soak 4, the remaining one turns into a pillar. if, for example, we have a pillar here, we're going to leave the fissure here to form a pillar. It just makes it easier for us. It's not a whole heap of a difference which one we do. In the soaking places, actually I should really move them, yes, and because we have a tank in now. Right, so Dimius is on the second one. Sub, you've been put into the first one. Basically, Alba will take the closest fissure to him on his one. Demius will take the closest fissure to him on his one. So, not the ones that are at the wall, obviously, the next one from it, basically. Just so that neither of them have that far to travel. And that's pretty much true.
So
good.
I'm just going to say there's 5 fissures, and it's usually the immunity groups that go for them. Obviously, you're going to leave 2 up the first time.
No, the tank. I'll add the name in.
Right.
I know
Okay,
it might
no,
seem
that's
confusing
okay.
if it's not there.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
There you go.
Now I get you.
We're leaving the one. Yeah, exactly. Alba out of that one. Get out of it.
Which one should I soak then?
The one at the back corner now, up where you're supposed to drop your portal. It's too late though.
So late now, it's doing the cleave.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Reset anyway. I know I kind of said it as if it was a bit ambiguous or whatever, but right, that pattern obviously has one here where that spawned, and it also has one over here. You might as well just leave that for the ranged one and just take the closest one to where the boss was. I think there's one right beside it. But the ranged person had taken the one here, so that was fine. I'm not going to do any DPS this time. I'll just keep going at the timers. It's probably for the best. And yeah, you do need to know when Soul Cleave is happening. It's a 3.1 second cast. That is a hell of a long time. You need to know when he is casting it. If that's something your DBM or bigwigs isn't currently alerting you enough for, then certainly change it now.
3, 2, 1.
First fissures in 3. Leaving the one closest. Alba's getting the correct one there. There's Kazdan, so come on, he shouldn't have, but
you have to heal me up quick.
Soul Cleave shortly. Heal up Adora and Red. Only 3 inside, that's including Alba, so Submist, Wave, Mage, Soaks.
I didn't soak.
Alright, yeah. Fishes 2, shortly, that's Demius Cat, Mara and Wilde. Leave the one closest to the gate, so don't soak the one with the X in it. Soul Cleaving 4, Mage soaking. People get in, those that have to get in. Cavitation shortly, Mage soaking. Disarm phase. Never mind, just reset, yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Do you want to reset?
Yeah, if you can, yeah. We have no second tank at the moment. Just a few quick notes. The people that are on the blue mark now, or whatever, like melee, or on the skull mark now, it's not your job to soak a fissure unless you're actually part of that. You don't have an immunity. You have the possibility of killing yourself when you go inside, and we end up with you not having a clear debuff later on in the fight when we need you to, if you go into clear it, or if you don't go into clear it. Yeah, sorry, no, I was a bit wrong on my time. And the Soul Cleave is the one that those that need to clear their debuff need to be on top of the tank. Cavitation is obviously the arse fart.
When I went down, or died going down, I was on 72% health. It really does hit that hard.
Yeah, here, I'll make a little change quickly.
Yeah, it hurts. I think I had like 30-40% health. Going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fishers in 3, that's Alba, Dora, Red and Sub.
Has left the server.
Leave the one at the gate.
Wildebeest has joined the channel.
Soul Cleaving 4, be on the tank if you're going in.
Soul Cleave.
Melee on the gate side, please. Demons got the foul.
Sorry, I was
Cavitation in 3.
DC.
Watch way.
Fishers in 7, that's Demias, Catherine, Amara and Wildy. If Wildy's not back, I'll soak one. They died inside. Reset if you can, Ajax. That was a lack of immunity, was it, I guess, inside? Timing, maybe.
Yeah, I just got back. She said to wipe it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, I mean, Sub, Bedora and Red all died at the same time inside.
You have to wait until the last few seconds before detonates, by the way. Just so you're aware, so you don't actually stand in the corner while it's doing the waking thing and all that other crap.
I'm also deliberately setting the people into group 2, or well, 4 of them anyway, will be the people that will be going inside for the immunity part, basically. So of group 2, Subadora and Red, if they get the debuff, the befouled debuff that they need to be healed up through, try to get them a little quicker, and on the next one then it'll be 4 of them from group 3. Basically it's just a quick way of making sure that they have full hit points. You shouldn't have to. It doesn't do that much damage to anywhere at the actual soul cleave. I'm not 100% sure that though. No, it doesn't.
No, right.
Yeah, 360 something K with that.
Ouch.
It's shadow damage, so if you have magic, well, you can reduce it.
Guess Caller can just make sure he has a shield up on Subadora and Red for the first soul cleave, and Alba of course, and everyone except for Kim for the second one from group 3.
Yeah, they said that in the video. If you've got a disc piece, you want to make sure that you've got the shields on them.
Yeah. Fishers. Alba, you're down one, but yeah, Red's gone to fix it, don't worry. No, go back to the one you were on, Alba. Soul Cleave in 7, those onto the tank now.
Soul Cleave.
Cavitation, which is the arse fart in 3.
Watch wave.
Fishers in 4, that's Demias Cat, Amara and Wildy. Not that one, Amara. Yeah. Need the one in the middle though, Amara, if you've not got one already. To your right. Oh yeah, yeah. But Soul Cleave now. Yeah.
Live cocoon.
Doesn't seem you're able to soak it, Amara.
Amara has latent energy. Can't suck it.
Must have soaked another one earlier then, did you, Amara?
She is in the group, but she took the melee one that was closest to me, and I didn't get the debuff.
Right,
But she's in the soak group anyway, but...
Yeah, in the second
I
one.
was gonna say it's not a big deal, but if there's one that's closest to the melee, can the range not take that?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what the intention is. The one that you attempted to soak first though, Amara, is... I'll do it here. I can't, I don't have another mark. I have the X, I suppose. I'll mark down the X here. On that pattern in particular, damn it. Why did I do a star? On that pattern in particular anyway, it's this one would get left, so you'd soak a further up one, number 2 then, pretty much where the Jade Serpent was. Yeah, the whole thing is people are just going to have to get familiar with the patterns and which one they should really be soaking. The closest one to the gate will never be soaked. The pattern where the 2 at the gate, the melee will get the other one, so they won't get one of the 2 of them, but they will get the other one. The melee will always go for the closest apart from the one that's at the wall, and every other pattern. So you leave that. Your idea is that you'll go for the 3rd away from the wall, or the 4th or 5th, basically. And yeah, the Befouled probably need to get a little quicker. Befouled, much the same as normal and heroic, move out of the group, make sure there's no one on your radar. It's not up to everyone else to move out, it's up to you. You are the person that's debuffed. You have to be in an area that is safe to explode. When you get healed up to full, you explode. That's it. Fishes in 4. The one in the corner gets left. Alba takes the one in the very middle of the room. Ranged. Yeah, no, you were right, Red. Sorry. I meant the one in the opposite corner. Soul Cleave in 3. Giving you that so you can get in. Cavitation in 7.
Iron bark.
Watch wave.
Fissures in 7. That's Fissures 2. If you're not a soaker, leave him alone. That one in the very front gets left, obviously. Willie, you mustn't have made it in on, or you've already been befouled, have you? Soul Cleave now.
Soul cleave.
If you're melee, you're not default. Go stand at
Habitation
gate side, please.
Watch wave. 5, 4, 3,
That's it.
2, 1.
Oh, you were supposed to be on the other side, guys. Just, yeah, I'll reset if you can anyway, Ajax.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
We can continue on, but you might as well get people practicing exactly what they're supposed to be doing anyway. So that second group, you go to the opposite side, over to the moon side. So Demius, Catherine, Amara, Wildy, you're all going to the moon, and obviously Amosta. You go into the very corner, same as you did on the star side. You shouldn't have been over that side. It's just so that you have a cleaner way of doing it.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, we all went to the other corner, the previous one. So.
Yeah. You'll have to. Damn it, what's it called again? Cascade, I'll say. It's the other one though. The priest thing. You'll have two of them to jump over, yeah, and a few waves.
That's no problem, but I mean, we both went to the, or we all went to the wrong corner.
So we're not going to the star on the second group. We're
No,
not trying to go to the star corner.
No, you'll always go to the moon.
corner.
Yeah, and Willie, you can remember that because you'll always be going to moon for the seed anyway.
What? No Zs, no Xs.
Yeah, Albie, you can soak waves once you've gone in with the soul cleave, basically. The 2.5 minute debuff that you get only means that you can't soak another fissure for that time. It doesn't mean that you are a pillar though. Did those with seeds the first time get a weak aura to appear if you have the weak aura up? Cool. It's just the Moses one that's broken.
Let me just show on screen. Don't have to fix something.
So when we come out, Gail, is it really important that we're hard up into the next corner along?
For
That's
year
not
ones,
for me.
yeah, you would want to be in there mainly for Hamosta's benefit than anyone else's. If you're all in the one area there, he has waves all coming in a uniform pattern rather than all over the place, so he can just step between the two of them rather than trying to dodge 20.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fishes and 4. Soul cleave in 3 or 6, sorry.
Soul cleave.
Cavitation in 5.
Watch wave.
Fishes 2 in 4. Remember on this soul cleave. Still missing someone in the
Just
very
middle one.
center who didn't get their debuff. Willie, it seems. Fear's taking it.
Soul Cleave.
Don't go in, Willie, you don't need to. Soul Cleaves anyway. To the right.
Oh,
Watch way. Five, four,
Was that melee that hit all of them?
That was Kaz that took them all, yeah. You can reset if you can anyway, Nijix.
5, 4, 3,
Certainly getting better. We have to keep working on it though, so we'll gain as many wipes as we can quickly.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hold on for more turns.
On that one, I was sure I was standing in the one here. The one in the centre wasn't getting soaked. Am I wrong? Because I know
Yeah.
you said I didn't get the debuff.
Oh, maybe maybe what happened there was that you had the debuff, the healing debuff, and that's what I was seeing on my grid. I didn't know that you had the other one as well.
I was actually in one of the fissures to soak it.
Oh yeah,
The only thing I didn't notice was there anyone else in it with me? Did two of us soak the same one? I don't think so.
I'll have to set up a different aura on my frames to see if you have the two of them at the same time. But anyway, look, it's easy. Someone else can soak it. We're still in the learning part at fight. You know, it just means don't go in for the soul cleave. You can't really immune it. So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
no, not the.
no sub, you can come out of that one. I'll give you a roar to try and get you up and back. There's still.
I will not be there on Soul in time.
Soul Cleave.
Cliff.
I didn't make it.
What happens when we don't all make
Watch
it?
way.
Does it get healed?
No. We're not sending in people later anyway. It doesn't matter. But it's one less person clear later to soak or soak waves to stop them hitting pillars. Team 2.
So just remove the debuff.
Yeah.
Can I go in with the second group to clear the debuff?
You certainly can. It'll only take 4 though. No, you can't.
Soul Cleave.
Cavitation shortly.
Watch
Standing my default.
5,
Now, Team 3 will be Shinamea, Taicho, Kim, and Gillian. Make sure to be ready. Seeds going off from 4.
3, 2,
Can we get a roar from Alba?
4, 3,
watch way.
Block these if you're not debuffed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You can reset if you can, Ajax. You've seed, just diffuse it maybe. This is an easy fight. It's really short, which makes it even better.
Okay, when I come out of the wave, I'm getting killed through my 90% damage reduction.
Alright. It could be that you're not at full hit points in the first place, so I guess the healers just have to be aware to get you up.
It can't heal me because I'm in the other realm.
Oh no, when you get out though. Oh no, I thought you meant from the
Hey, you'll
cavitation, no?
instantly die.
Do you get in the corner and you die the instant you come into the new, back into this realm? Because that's when you should be using your immunity.
Yeah, as well as saying.
That's when you want it to be up. It's got
I
to
don't
be.
have an immunity because I've just used it to soak the wave.
Oh.
Right, well, you can't go in then.
Ice block though,
Yeah.
no?
It's on the same cooldown as
Ah,
Evanet.
damn it. Right, well, we have to remove one E and have the tank in then, and they'll just have to do Evanescence all then. Sorry.
No, Adderite, I'm getting killed with Greater Invis on. I'm getting 22 ticks of 20k or something. Oh. Okay, I could use it around the other way.
Oh, right. Well, do you want to just test it out maybe this time? I'll leave them most in on the name anyway, but...
Yeah.
Problems if you spec. If you spec for cauterize with that, save you as long as you're healed.
Guys, if you're in that other realm, that weak aura gives you the disembodied timer, and you can watch it count down and just take your immunity with 1 or 2 seconds to go.
You can just switch to debuff because now they have seconds in as well.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Albert will take one of the two at the door. Those with the debuff move away from others, befelled. Heal up. Red.
So
No,
cleave.
never mind. Cleave. Cavitation in 5. Move back in if you had the debuff and you have been healed up, just so the waves all go towards the one group. You still have cooldown then, Phil?
I used Invis that time.
Alright. Team 2. Don't worry about it most if you're... Yeah. Phil will get it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand there because
One needs to get purple, I think, isn't it? Orange.
So cleave.
Cleave 2. Cavitation in 4.
Watch wave.
Disarmed phase, so we have seeds during disarmed. Just be aware of it, always be ready. I'll do the first roar.
There's no step.
yeah, that's they can't survive that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doing roar now.
4, 3, 2,
Watch wave.
Life cocoon.
Block the ones coming in.
Ow.
5,
Mm.
4, 3,
Last
2.
Let's reset if we can, Ajax.
4, 3, 2,
Watch wave.
1.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have
See
to
a
stay
lot
in
of-
this position.
I see a lot of people that wait to go into the realm with the tanks. They stand on top of melee with Befouled. Not sure if you noticed.
Well,
Father,
the
how
only
are we
thing is,
using-
if you've got that ring, that circle, that's where we've got to stand. If we're not in that ring, we don't get into the other realm.
No, no. You're waiting before until the tank actually gets the circle. Tank does not have the circle that time. Just waiting on top of someone you shouldn't.
I suppose a few things.
Are we outside?
If
I'll run just...
Right, I'll just give a few rules then so that we handle this correctly. If you have befouled and you are waiting for the soul cleave to happen, try to be down here somewhere or whatever so that you are within a little bit of distance to get to the tank. As soon as the befouled is cleared, you can freely stand on top of the tank. If if for some reason a melee has befouled and that part, try to go up this side. So this is the unclean side for melee or whatever. You shouldn't. We just need to have a little bit of direction for people, really. The one other thing there I thought of and I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, if for some reason we haven't cleaned off the befouled person, they have to stack on top of the tank. Don't overly worry about the debuff. The debuff is only going to hit you when it gets healed up to full. It does no damage before that point, and they're just going into the other realm with it with a lot less hit points. It's not going to hit any of the melee or anything like that. So just worry about the melee one that's not going in.
Yeah, on Demos's point, remember when you come back into this realm, you have to wait a second and let your waves spawn out before you run back. Like they said, someone is running out first. All the waves spawn and they hit 4 waves at once and that's it, bang, they're dead. You got to wait that second for the waves to spawn before you start running back to your position.
Basically what he's telling you, those that are in group 1 and 2 for the immunity groups or whatever, you're staying in your spot until the waves have spawned and started moving, after which you can move. There's no point in moving as soon as the timer is finished, as you will still spawn the wave at a different location.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Fishers 1, make sure you're not standing if you're not meant to.
Just
Defaults up.
Move away from Phil. We need him to soak the thingamajig, so we have to move from him. Ranged if they're too close. Never mind. It's cleared. Team 2.
Soc lead. Watch wave.
I was hoping to not do any voice prompts, but we can't. We've no Ajax. You can freely stand and stuff down, get it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'd expect though that those that are in any duties up until the disarmed phase, which we've just entered, will be 100% aware of the timers at this stage, so I won't be calling out first fishers. I'll call out team 1, team 2, team 3 as we're doing fishers, but I won't call out that it's happening in 4 seconds or anything like that.
The rest will be off in 8 seconds, so you can cast it again.
Ranged healers on skull.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Befel's out. Heal Catherine up quick if possible.
Watch wave.
Team 2 shortly.
Rallying cry.
Missing one at the gate. Get the furthest away one of.
Multi, that was me.
So please.
Wait.
It's just not going away.
Iron bar.
5, 4, 3, 2.
It's very odd, isn't it? Did you have the debuff already, maybe? Oh yeah, the debuff from coming out red. Yeah, you can't soak another fisher to stop it.
Watch wave. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Can reset if you can, Ajax, anyway. We'll have one last attempt. I know it's probably a little late, but... something I hadn't adhered to myself, but I had mentioned the last night. This is my first time getting a seed. Basically, when you get to your mark, as soon as the waves go off, you move forward about 7 foot, and you should avoid all the waves that happen then straight away. It's just something to bear in mind.
That's why it's important everybody gets to their mark. I don't know, I think the last couple of times, whoever it is that keeps getting the triangle can't quite get there. And I've always got to do a double dodge. I don't mind it, I can cope with it, but I don't know what happens with other people. You might want to think about moving the marks forward towards us a little. Just a wee bit.
Marks are fine. If you start running as soon as you get the mark, you're golden. Even the slowest class like a DK
Okay,
can make
yep,
it,
okay,
and anyone
yep.
can.
Yep, okay, no problem. I'd say I'm making it with no bother, so.
Yeah, I ran to mine, and I was still waiting there for about 2 seconds afterwards, so I would have had time to make it through the 5 of them, possibly. Yeah, no, it's grand, Alba, but that's the only times that the roars are going to be needed when the seeds are happening, basically. If you can free it up at any point, it'll be fine. I'll do the first one anyway, though.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soak lead.
Cleared.
Iron bar.
Watch wave.
I'm gonna move the bus a little bit.
Fishes 2.
Soc lead. Watch wave.
Disarmed in 6, so we have seeds.
4,
This is the seeds phase starting, basically.
1.
Stampeding down.
5,
Seeds in 4,
3, 2,
roaring.
1.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Watch wave.
Need to reposition the boss. So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5,
Rallying cry.
4, 3, 2,
Watch wave.
1.
Vampiric embrace. Survival instincts.
Yeah, that'll be reset and we'll call it there. Cheers for the raid. A lot of learning to do. Hopefully we've seen 90% of the fight as it is. It's just a continued repeat other than the enrage mechanics. So keep watching videos and you know what you're watching out for now. You also know what kind of jobs you'll be doing throughout the fight. Maybe except for Fisher Soaks 3, 4 and 5 as he didn't get a chance to do it. You won't always be caller. It'll depend on if Adora, Amara, they seem to be the only two though. If either of them get it, then you're always going to be on circle. If the two, or you could even be on purple if the two of them get it. And a Melich as well. Actually, you could end up being on the far right if we had the two Amaras, Adora and then a Melich in the red. Actually, that's a fair point. Actually, Red. If you can have a look and see what bosses you still need gear from, chances are we're going to start skipping Gore Fiend at least probably every second week from next week, after next week. So preferably we'd try to allow people to coin if you need to. There's no reason why we should be doing 6 bosses that we're wasting a full night and a half on if we don't need to. Yeah, cheers for the raid.